Everybody, Dawn McGee, your nutrition evangelist here. I put the fun back into being healthy because life is too short to eat grilled chicken salads every day. Am I right? So here we are. Halloween is over. If you have leftover candy, enjoy it, get rid of it, whatever suits you. And Thanksgiving is coming up in the US in a couple of weeks, and then Hanukkah starts, and then Christmas, and then New Year's, and then, whew, then it's the end of the year. So, my question for you is how are you going to feel on January 2nd? How do you want to feel on January 2nd? Do you want to feel as if you kind of ate your way through the holidays and feeling not so great, kind of bloated, kind of blah, kind of low on energy? Or do you want to feel like, hey, I really enjoy the holidays and I am ready to dig into 2022 with energy and enthusiasm? Now, this is your choice, of course, but for me, I want to feel the second way. I want to wake up on January 1st and 2nd and feel like I am ready to get rolling, that I've thoroughly enjoyed the holidays, and at the same time, I feel great. And so, what I'm bringing you today are 3 tips to be joyful, moderate, have fun at the holidays, have it all, right? I am a huge fan of having it all and feeling good about it. So, feast or famine? Do you feast your way through the holidays or do you go, nope, nope, can't have that, can't have that? And then you don't really get to enjoy any of the social events. So let's talk about meeting somewhere in the middle, right? Um, the next holiday for us in the US that's coming up is Thanksgiving Day. And a lot of that, I was talking to my friend Kevin the other day, and he said, Dawn, it's pies. Pies are what make the Thanksgiving holiday. I even buy extra pies for the day before, so I get to have some pies the day before, I get to have some pies on the day of. And we talked about what are we going to do to make that a little bit more moderate, because he doesn't really like how he feels after eating that much pie. And so we said, all right, so what are we going to do differently this year? Well, the first thing he's going to do for, a group of like 3 or 4 people, he's only going to buy a few pies instead of 7 or 8 pies, right? So that makes sense. So you have a more moderate amount in front of you, less leftovers that are teasing and taunting you after the fact. Leftovers are great, but if you've got leftovers enough for the next 2 months, you might be tempted to eat a little bit more than makes you feel good. So he's going to have a little bit less to start off with. And then instead of having a pie, he's going to have a slice of pie. And what's going to make that easier? Well, instead of focusing on the dessert first, focus on having a good balanced meal of protein, fat, and carbs for Thanksgiving, and not just for Thanksgiving dinner, throughout the whole day. I don't know about you, but I find that if I go into an event or a big dinner or a gathering feeling hungry, starving, because maybe I said, oh, well, I'm going to eat a lot later. I'm going to eat lighter throughout the day. And then I'm hungry going in. Then my whole plan usually goes right out the window, right? I don't know about you, but this happens to me. And so instead what I do is I eat my normal food throughout the day. And if I want to have a little bit more at Thanksgiving dinner or whatever social event I'm going to, well, that's cool because that's life. But it's not every day, right? It's during this holiday season. You have some more, but the truth is, because you're not starving, you're probably not going to overdo it at your events either. So listen to your body and just sort of take it one step at a time. And so those are my tips for you. Number one is be aware of what you're serving, who you're hosting, and have an appropriate amount of food. Number two is plan your meals so you've got a good balance of protein, fat, and carbs before the dessert come out. And number three is have your regular food throughout the day. Don't starve yourself during the day so that you're eating too much later. hopefully those tips were helpful to you. I hope that you have a great couple of weeks leading up to it. If you haven't joined in our 21-day reset that we kicked off on Monday, you can jump in anytime. It's a great way to get a little bit more focus on feeding your body good stuff for those 21 days before we jump into Thanksgiving. And also, if you're looking for a little bit of pre-celebration, if you will, we've got a Perfect Pairings event coming up on November 19th. It is our last one for the year. We are serving two delightful wines, a wonderful rosé and a wonderful red blend with Korean barbecue beef tacos, and I cannot wait to taste them all together. The link is in the comments. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to tag me. I hope to see you at our 21-day reset, at our perfect pairings, at all of the above. And until next week, as always, what I hope for you is that you live a life you love without being hungry, feeling deprived, or giving up your glass of wine with dinner. Until next week.